What's going on YouTube? Blaze Shadowstone here, back again with another live Facecam Friday. Upload is not live because, as you can see, it says Link Battle and there's a team preview, and yeah. Looking over at my team, I brought a really awesome team that I'm very proud of. It's like a UU team because it has a Jirachi on it. Looking over at his team, he did bring a kind of OU team. I think this is the battle I was had in the stream of mine. He was like, he wasn't entirely sure what tiers were, so I was like, okay, he's probably gonna be that guy that brings a bunch of OU stuff, like Ubers and OU stuff. So I'll bring some lower tier stuff just to make sure. Just because whenever someone says like they don't know what tiers are, I always feel like I need to bring lower tier stuff. I don't really know why I do that, but I just do. So I have a Tyrantrum, Jirachi, Unknown, Porygon, Defensive, Weezing, and then Yanmega. So looking over his team, definitely threats I see is the Aegislash, Talonflame, and the Dragonite. Not really too worried about anything else. So yeah, let's just get right into this battle. This is a really good battle, actually, really long battle. Nice and powerful, 41 turns long. So right off the bat, he's going to be leading off with his Greninja, as I'm going to be leading off with my Tyrantrum. I'm actually rocking a Choice Banded Tyrantrum, so I know I will not outspeed. So I'm just going to switch directly out into my my specially defensive Jirachi to take, I guess, like a Hydro Pump or something, as he actually opts to set up Spikes instead, which is a pretty good play considering, you know, I was predicting my switch out. So, you know, that's something. Anyways, he's gonna U-turn out. The U-turn did decent damage. I'm gonna say did good damage. So, you know, that's that. I'm not really. I think I could just go straight away for my Drizzle Rat. Actually, I go for a Thunder Wave. That was it. I go for a Thunder Wave, predicting either like the Dark Pulse or the Hydro Pump, because I really want to paralyze something and make things something very slow. And if I paralyze the Greninja, then that thing would be very slow, and I'd be very happy. But anyway, now I see this is paralyzed. I really don't view it as a threat, so I'm gonna set up my Drizzle Rax, as it decides to start a Dragon Dancing. So I'm like, ooh, okay, this thing's gonna Dragon Dance. It's gonna be like a threat or something like that. It's actually going to bump up to threat level. Woo! But it's paralyzed, so it's not that big of a threat. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go out into my physically defensive Weezing, because Weezing actually is really bulky. People don't realize how bulky Weezing is. He gets paralyzed right here. I'm not really sure what he wants to go for. Maybe he decided to go for like an Earthquake. Maybe he wanted to go for another Dragon Dance. I really don't know. But anyways, Weezing is able to just deliciously eat up that extreme speed like it's absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, though, my Sludge Bombs are not doing nearly as much as I would like. That is a bit unfortunate, but you know, hey, it's looking pretty good. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep on going for Sludge Bombs. Not really sure what to do at this point in time. He decides to go for an Earthquake, but I do have Levitate, so it's, a bit of a misplay, but not really too big of a misplay. But anyways, I'm not really sure what this Dragonite wants to do right now, because it just showed like Earthquake and Extreme Speed and Dragon Dance. I'm not really sure if it has a Dragon Stab or not. Even if it does, I am a defensive Weezing, so I'm not really sure what to do in a minute. So like, I'm just taking on this Dragonite very comfortably, like, and I'm getting it down to a low range of HP, even though my Sludge Bombs are doing absolutely nothing. Like, I'm doing damage on this thing. I'm getting damage off, which is what I needed it to do. And it turns out it has Roost, so it actually does not carry a Dragon Stab, which I thought was very weird on the Dragonite, not to carry a Dragon Stab. I actually caught completely off guard that it doesn't have a Dragon Stab. So I did see the Roost though, which is a bit unfortunate. So now this Dragonite is going to be like getting even. It's just being annoying. It is just being annoying. It's just taking hits. I just don't know what to do with this Dragonite. It's just like being really big of a pain, actually. So what I'm thinking about doing right here is I do pack Explosion on this Weezing. I want to get the Dragonite down to a low amount of HP where I can explode and then hopefully kill it off. That's my game plan at this point in time. So I'm seeing he's roosting when he gets to a low amount of HP, so I don't want to catch him on a roost. I want to get him down to like the mid yellow and then explode on his face, and hopefully that will be able to knock it out. So He's gonna go for an extreme speed right here. That's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I'm able to live that comfortably. So, gonna go for the sludge bomb, and now I'm at a range of HP where hopefully I can take one more extreme speed and then explode on its face. Because now I'm at a low range of HP. Now I'm like, it doesn't even matter if I knock out the dragon or not. I'm not gonna be able to live many more hits. He does get paralyzed right here, which is a bit unfortunate, but I am just now going to be able to go for the explosion. Unfortunately for me, I just go back realizing this. I am actually a bold wheezing instead of something, so unfortunately that will not be able to knock out the Dragonite, which is a bit unfortunate for me. But anyway, it is at a very revenge killable range of HP, which means I can just go out to my choice specs unknown, go for the hidden power ice, and just knock this thing out. Because yeah, I have hidden power ice unknown, and it's just popping around. It looks like a pogo stick actually. I just look at this thing. I'm like, pogo stick, go bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. But anyways, he's gonna go out into his Greninja. Obviously, I can't do anything because hidden power ice won't be doing anything to this Greninja. I am just blanking right now. So I'm going to switch out back to my Jirachi. He's going to make the good play, U-turn off. Because even if I stayed in, I am still Psychic type, so that would have been dealing super effective damage and probably knocking me out, I'm not going to lie. So now he's going to switch out, he's going to go out into his Manectric. I'm not too worried about this Manectric. I'm not really sure what it wants to go for, in all honesty. Even if he carries the Flamethrower, I'm pretty sure I can take... it's just good scouting just to see if he wants to go for like a Volt Switch or maybe a Flamethrower. Just want to see what it's going to do. First, it decides to Mega Evolve, so you know that's oh, I'm tired now. I apologize for that. I'm really sorry, but he is gonna go for that Mega Evolution. He's gonna intimidate me. He's gonna go for Flamethrower. So I'm like, maybe Unstabness pulling through, and Unstabness is pulling through. Unstabness is pulling through. So I am able to live, and I'm able to get up a Wish, which means the next Pokemon that I bring in to deal with this Manectric will be able to get some nice HP recovery. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to pass my Wish onto something which can handle this Manectric very, very nicely, and that is going to be my Tyrantrum. Because if he wants to go for a Flamethrower, I can nicely resist that. If he wants to go for a Volt Switch, that's fine by me as well. He decides to go for a Flamethrower. I'm like, right here, oh, he's going to burn me. Probably not my luck. But fortunately, he does burn me. I was just about to say that. Like, he burns me. Because... yeah, that like the 10% hack just hates me. Like, I don't know why, but I always get burned when my physical attackers always get burned. I do not know why. It's very, very maddening. But anyway, he's gonna go for hidden power ice. It's gonna do a lot of damage. I'm gonna go for a head smash. I am a choice bonded. But even choice bonded, cause I'm burned, won't kill. Tears. So that sucks. I'm now going to go out into my Porygon Z, and I'm not really sure what it wants to go for. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt. I was kind of expecting, I think, the Aegislash switch in, to be honest, so I felt Thunderbolt was the best thing to hit it with since I don't actually carry Shadow Ball on this Porygon, unfortunately. I don't, so I did just go for Thunderbolt because I felt it was my best option. As I'm going to go for another Thunderbolt right here. Not really sure what this Aegislash wants to do, as it decides to set up a Swords Dance, so I'm a bit worried now. I'm a bit worried, but I'm not sure what he wants to do. So I'm just going to keep on Thunderbolting. Maybe he just keeps on setting up Swords Dances. So, like, I'm decent at this position, because right now I know if he goes for like Shadow Sneak or something like that, I am a normal type, so that won't affect me. As he does actually opt to go for a Shadow Sneak, which I thought was a bit funny. It was a bit of a foolish move, which he probably could have lived one more Thunderbolt and then knocked me out with a Sacred Sword. So that was a bit of a misplay on his part. He probably forgot that I'm a normal type, or like that, because he doesn't know about tiers, so maybe he's not exactly the best competitive player, but that was a bit of a misplay. But still, it doesn't matter. I'm able to now go for Thunderbolt because I am a Scarfed Porygon Z. I'm able to knock out Greninja because he probably didn't expect that, because who uses Porygon Z anymore? Seriously, nobody uses Porygon Z anymore. It's very sad, very sad. But anyways, now he's gonna go out into this thing, this Venusaur, and I don't want to deal with this thing, so I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go out to my Mega, as he goes for a Toxic, and now I'm like, oh, okay, he didn't Mega, so maybe he's not Mega. But anyway, I can start Air Slashing and flinch, and yeah, it's gonna be It's gonna be good. So what he's gonna do now though is he's gonna protect. And I'm like, oh great, it's gonna be a stall war. All he's gonna do is freaking toxic stall me. He's toxic stalling me without a glyph score, which I don't like being toxic stalled. I hate toxic stalling with an absolute passion, but it does see right there that he used Black Sludge, which means, and plus he Mega Evolved, actually he Mega Evolved with Manectric, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but anyways, he's not Mega, which is what I'm trying to say, so he doesn't have that added bulb. And fire attacks will be doing good damage, and that air slash did good damage, except he has synthesis, so I'm like, okay, he's gonna synthesis stall me. I was like, oh good god. No, I'm done, I do not like being toxic stalled, I just don't. And that's exactly what he's doing, and with the combination of both protect and air slash, unless I get like some flinches going on in here, which I'm really hoping, it's gonna be not very good. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep on going for air slashes. I do have leftovers, which is giving me a little bit of HP back, but overall, mathematically, I'm taking more damage from poison than I'm healing back with leftovers. So I'm not in a pretty good position right here. If I can knock out this Venusaur though, I'm gonna be in a pretty good position. Or maybe I get like a crit, I'll be in a pretty good position. But until then, no. So I'm gonna go for an air slash again. Don't get the flinch, cause hacks, no, hacks. I just don't. I don't even know how to narrate this in all honesty, cause this happens so often too that I just get poisoned. Like I don't know. Like I'm not per se mad. I'm just very displeased that toxic stalling. I don't like it. It makes me very sad and it makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry internally every time. Every time someone gets toxic stalled, Blaze Shadowthorn sheds a tear. So it explains why I randomly have teary eyes. It's proven fact. If you know, like if you hang around me in real life, I do actually get teary eyed a lot. Like I don't know why. Like I don't know, just like randomly happens. I get like tears in my eyes. But anyways, gonna go for an air slash right here. Like here, I'm like, no, screw it. And never guess what? No flinches throughout all of that. Never got a single freaking flinch. So Yanmega really wanted to use one because who uses Yanmega? No one uses Yanmega, but it did absolutely nothing. I tried, but it did nothing. So yeah, Yanmega just dies to toxic, and I'm back to square one. And I literally did no damage. I did no damage to this. I did no damage to this. So I'm gonna go out to my Porygon Z, and I'm like, Ice Beam, kill, or actually, you know what? Psychic, kill, do damage. And does Psychic kill? No, it doesn't. And he's gonna toxic me, and I'm like, oh my god, this is. It begins again, it begins. And I'm like, just no, I'm done. I don't want this to happen. And ever guess what? He's gonna protect again. I'm like, wow, this is very, no, I'm not happy. So yeah, Venusaur, I had some respect for Venusaur, lost it all. I just completely lost all respect for Venusaur. Venusaur is like dead to me. You hear that, Venusaur? You're dead to me. Dead. So I'm gonna take more damage from poison. I'm at a pretty low range of HP. He's gonna send out Talonflame, and I'm like, oh great, he has Talonflame left too. I completely forgot about this thing. I'm gonna say Porygon Z though, because I do feel Porygon Z is going to be very useful to my team. It is basically essentially my win condition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sack off my Jirachi to this Brave Bird, and I'm like, come on, maybe, like, I gotta just think, so I gotta knock out this Talonflame, because that priority Brave Bird will be the end of my, Porygon Z, and my Modest Scarf Porygon Z is my win condition. If I keep this thing around, I win. So basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna send out my Unknown. I'm basically trying to sack Pokemon to this Talonflame. And then it roosts, I'm like, oh. Please go excuse me while I bang my head against the wall, but I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Eyes. It does a decent amount of damage because I am Specs and it was a critical hit, but you know, that was that. And then it starts setting up Swords Dance. It's over. I'm gonna go for another hidden power ice. It does decent damage, and then it's just gonna keep on roosting. It's just a roost, the stall, and all that stuff, and all that stuff, and all that stuff. But yeah, I just have to keep on spamming hidden power ice. It's my only, like, I just gotta knock out this Talonflame, but it's not gonna happen because it's hidden power ice, and I don't have hidden power electric, because who runs hidden power electric? Because hidden power electric is so, like, not, it's, I don't know. But yeah, now it's gonna set up Swords Dance, and I'm like, come on, crit, 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 flinch somehow, I don't care, just knock out this Talonflame, please. But no, it never happens. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So I'm going to keep on going for hidden power ices. He's just keep on roosting, and then it's doing like no damage, and then he's like, it's time to put you out of your misery, and he brave birds me. He brave birds me, and unknown, and I'm like, recoil, rack up, please, but it does no recoil damage. And now I send out Porygon Z, and I'm like, outspeed? But no. No, it doesn't outspeed. And with a speeding bullet, it knocks out Porygon Z. And it dies. And, yeah, I lose. And that was like a 2-0, because he still has his Greninja. No, his Greninja died. That was a 1-0 actually, I think. Yeah, it died. So yeah, that was a loss. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the Wi-Fi battle. If you did, feel free to leave a like and a comment. And I will see you all next time. Bye.